Here on the forest floor, you have this, it looks like dead pieces of tree. Looks like a fallen piece of a snag. That's the tree that it came from. You know, what was shown on the ground was actually the top of that tree, the top of that snag actually. And that snag was, the snag is dead, dying. It's basically a dying tree that's still standing, and in this particular case, there was a lot of wind, a lot of bad weather, notably from Hurricane Michael, actually Tropical Storm Michael, by the time it got to the northern part of Georgia. And what happened, there was a lot of wind, and it obviously, this being a snag, the tree is a lot weaker because it's dying, and one of the results of that is, the top of that tree that snapped and it fell. Now, what makes this very important? A lot of people just see a dead or dying tree, but a lot of people don't understand the significance of this in ecology, in the forest ecology. In particular, look at these holes. Now, these were made by a woodpecker. Obviously, woodpeckers, they will, hammer holes through trees. They will hammer holes into them. One thing about woodpeckers, they're what you call cavity nesters. And cavity nesters, they will hack cavities into trees. And obviously with a snag, woodpeckers are able to use snags, and for that purpose make their home out of the snags. Many people often don't appreciate the significance of, a dead or a dying tree in terms of the forest ecology in the big picture. It's important to look at the bigger picture because you got many cavity nesters. That particular type of bird, woodpeckers, other birds that make their homes in the cavities of trees. This is why snags are so important for such birds. It's part of their home. And that's not the only type of animal that benefits from snags. A lot of insects, in particular termites, benefit from snags, as you can see here. It is also important to consider that a lot of decomposing organisms benefit from the snags. You've got dead or dying trees or pieces of dead or dying trees on the ground. You got the decomposition taking place. You got a lot of bacteria and fungi that depend on that, depend on the dead or the dying tree. And as you can see, this is going into the ground again, going back to earth or into the forest floor. You got more examples of decomposition here. I think there are insects here. Somewhere I saw a few ants earlier. Yep, there are a few ants. When you're looking at things like geography, nature, it's important to get a bigger picture of things. Not everything is as it seems, and that's one thing to take away from this. Obviously with snags, there's a lot more than just meets the eye. If you like this video, be sure to check out other videos on the channel. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you would like to become a Patreon, there's a link in the description box. Click on that.